As you can see, I'm doing this recording in my car.
Mamema akwaba eba Ghana Sem TV GH mesra will like, comment, subscribe, turn on notification so that anytime I post a video bit area usabekebi. Hey, we are see we you can so be our interest. I say yeah, people think say we are just saying something for saying sake. But in fact, as you come to appreciate Ghana politics, wow, you can see say indeed people have interest all across a political divide, no, whether positive or negative, people have interest. And Angel Kabonu, our former president Emma Nagrat, National Graduate as Teachers Association or something like that. And then on said Nikasa mu any nema okikano. To me say Sana Papano apparently pure NDC. Pure NDC. So now you understand why Abra call election mu 2024 with all the things Akufo-Addo I am a teacher for. In fact, in our history, between 2017 see 2020, 4 years, 2017, 18, 19, 20. Teacher union Bianco strike. Not single teacher union went on strike between 2017 to 2020. Adentia, because of effective management, because now the welfare of teachers, now it was at heart for the MPP, and that agenda was led by Napo, then as a Minister of Education. Now we had the likes of Angel Kabonu. In 2024, no, they were inciting the teachers, say, MPP, Anyeshi. Meanwhile, they forgotten say, teacher for more research allowances, salary increment, cost of living allowance, any workshop 1,200 beer, a year music salary upon all these things. And then when Kabonu say we are advising Speaker of Parliament. Advice Speaker of Parliament. Mrs. Satrumu and Semaya NDC 4 years saying, plan. Me and Kai we should not talk about it. We should ignore it. Yeah. A plan to saturate the kind of insecurity, unemployment. Now, by boka. You see, policies are to me implemented. They want us to take the attention and to create a kind of internal conflict to try to sway our attention. And LGBTQ Eban saying a speaker like I say, onu okono, a bra okono, and catch your muscle mupase. Are they atibida? And Jimmy, you a plan. Speaker is a speaker like I say, almost Fabil no bribe you. A plan. Omo say bill way, omo year, omo pekro omo fa empty paper and come mama boy. Is just mama say omo person on signing and judge on signing. Osro. On the financial implications, no la. On him say our country, no, as we have it, no, you're not ready for those things. We are not at all. And the Ankabeya, really, my camera. And I say some people should focus on this, some of us should focus on other stuff. Because health sector crana, the cost on easy. Easy.
As you can see, I'm doing this recording in my car because I just can't wait to get to the office. Good morning. In fact, what is happening in our parliament is an embarrassment to the National Democratic Party. Yesterday, I had discussion with a lot of young men and women belonging to the NDC, and I would like leadership to know that people are very, very unhappy and disappointed. The question that is being asked is whether the NDC believes it is in power, and whether the NDC appreciates what it means to say you have an overwhelming majority in Parliament. I know Mr. Bernard Ahiafo, and if I don't know anything about Brother Bernard, not that Brother Bernard is a very meticulous. In fact, Bernard Ahiafo is one of the most meticulous politicians that I have ever known. He is a man who follows the law to the letter. He is a man who follows the rules to the letter. He is not one of those flippant politicians who want to stand on stage and take the fame. He is not that type. But for the speaker to embarrass Mr. Bernard Ahiafo this way, created the impression all over the place that the man did not know his job, is, to say the least, very disappointing. Look, I think that the power of the speaker is when the speaker is sitting on his seat in Parliament. The day of passing the bill, it was Mr. Bernard Ahiafo who was the speaker. So how come, as a speaker who was not in Parliament, who did not preside over proceedings, comes back to nullify a decision taken under the supervision of a speaker who was sitting in the seat in Parliament? Is Mr. Gbagbin trying to tell us that he is more sacrosanct, more parliamentarily intelligent than all the members of Parliament of the NDC? In fact, this is an embarrassment to the majority in Parliament. And I have never, ever seen any parliament in the world having the type of majority we have being pushed gradually into a state of comatose. Please, Mr. Speaker, this attempt to satisfy your own opponents. Look, there is one philosophy I live by. When a group of people do not like you, even when you cut the head of your father and place it on a silver pan and offer it to them, they will never like you, they will never appreciate you. That you should know. You cannot dance and be applauded into the camp of your opponents. They will always find fault with the type of dance you exhibit. I will urge members of the majority, led by Ayariga and Co., you need to stamp your feet down. You need to let the speaker know that a bill is being passed in Parliament, and it is not in the mouth of the speaker to nullify a genuine parliamentary proceeding that led to the passage of a bill. In fact, some leaders of the NDC are continuously embarrassing the party. But the youth of the party are not happy at all. The youth of the party are wondering whether they are even in government. To say the least, what the speaker is done is an embarrassment to all of us. And I urge the leadership of the NDC in Parliament to put it to him in uncertain terms. If the speaker tries to push to nullify a bill that has been passed, I'm expecting the utmost resistance from the NDC. We are watching, and the caucus is watching. Thank you very much. God bless you.
After Rollins Okoye and after Mills and Edge on Mahama Nebai. Meboa. Almost one mobile. Richie, and Yama Papa. Omo beton ya ne wukufu honi na no. Omo kone nye juma. President Kufuor ne de Amila National Health Insurance Scheme mobile. Meboa. Yes. NDC for no major card to swing. Now the card as far back as 2012. Now the card call service hospital. Almost your money day. Almost show. A drone cash and carry. But Omo Bano na ye jumo. President Kufuor the BB can one friend free maternal care. Am I you to make the won kola? Meboa. NDC ba no. That free maternal care no. And to me anye juma. Now, the same President Kufuor at the school feeding program by President Kufuor kono. Now it was around close to 500, let's say 500,000 away enkola, 500,000 enkola. When him say 8 years are NDC for buy and they only took it to 1.2 million. Which means that for 8 years no, how much 600 ne can one ameboa. Na na Kufuor do 8 years no school feeding program. And kwadan kwa almost benefits and sana ye free 2024 from school feeding program. And on a yet documented. So what you say, education service war, statistics war, and kwada ye feed on school. From that time is 5.2 million. Say, oh the yemfa President Kufuor there no. And the Mahama no more or you on the boss the in yamom 1 million. Tifree, Tifree yen we ye no eka. Enka for.
Yeah.
So we have added more than they could add. Bibi to say kidney dialysis. We are going to do it, you know. It was hard, but then we were able to do it. And said ya maybe king and the kidney dialysis are not to media to National Health Insurance Scheme this one na so kaya okuja to blocker e kujina kolibu kan hon kwasi asem say na there like you know I forgot that video but yeah he was making some noise about it. What was the end result of it? Now every sector ye dear kuta NDC for whenever they come they mess it up. Now I feel my mention what there. NDC phone to me for manifesto my ND manifesto no so emanin do 34% ever in their whole life. Every target John Mahama said from 2013 to 2017 he was not able to meet and their own budget says it. And then yaria mean how was I na abomo. Because Richie, one kasa budget say you were not able to meet your expectations. And yamena metro say NDC for budget you. Control 2013 budget. Control 2014 budget. Control 2015 budget. Control 2016 budget. 2017 dia kra mo pass ma ya ansa na mo kono kra no koshe. So how can you now tell me say one kasa wa chro wo mu say mentumi anyeden mentumi anduru ho no NDC ni yesi a friend is saying bla obi there be ontumi ye bla obi Accra Academy for nyimi sa there be Debbie. I refuse for you to be an a bell.
Blow ni lie tete.
Jimmy, we lie tete and a seno. Lie tete and beseno.
Right.
And lie they say nye Kingston, ya forget it. Lie and ye Kingston, ya forget it. Kind neura. Israel lie, one in same hunun kwan. Even I bet now we. Because radio. And someone me bobo soon in a me patro mu the enemy chatro. Me pato minim school a wo call ye de so wo kwa school kakra ebra na yen ge ku school no na won wo papa ekonwa na odidi enumra odidi so no ene no eno na wo ku school ani e de aso a na wo de ko na open a waso ade aba na ode oyefo onyew na konwa ne nan konwan ma nkrofo nkodi ayensin wo so nembubu beba beto maame ofie yasen abo because what the den what the ayi akoho sebe akonwa efie akonwa akoma na kobu when I start my YCC Dex ADC ye school so when ya enye president Kufo eno kofa asade na
Kufo.
on kofa asade na bai and then say you're talking about all the safety nets here Ebua Ghana Emma Ghana to I'm like etumpon NDC for the ba kokra and I dare them to mention it. Lie, mention what NDC are. Yes, we are peddling falsehood. Mention one thing NDC has done that has benefited the whole Ghana. Just one. I don't want you to mention two. Lie, mention one. Mention one. Mention one. I know you want your name to be called. I want to give you the opportunity so that you know that we have minds that are ready for your likes. Mention one. Said John Mahama, NDC phone in Abai, and what have they been able to do since they came into a for 32 years you have been in power? What have they been able to do? Abua Ghana phone in Aboba. Come on, just one. I just want one.
Only
Yeah.
mas capture the question on from Russia. No me debate.
Yeah.
Oh, to me, ma.
Yeah. Unsa me catch us uncle for we. Sorry, but baby, I didn't hear you, man. Mama can say minjero. Rural electrification is everywhere in Ghana. It's every rural area in Ghana benefiting. Actually, Jimmy Ebi.
Rural water.
Rural water. We sabi encrofor pipe and now me no work say encrofor pipe into me ma. Bear 4 months ni. Otie be Jimmy. Me say they are stupid because uni bibi. Or say there were decks. Be patro decks na hin na hunu na hin GSS for mu na hunu.
I mean, yeah, energy near the quack so because somehow can in if you can say the energy so it wouldn't help.
Okay, so I'm saying Mr. Felix saying a year room. Sometimes nice. Sometimes when these people come there, last week, so I don't know. Now you were not part of discussion last week Friday. Sa no mobile attack. Yeah, mamu the opportunity to come up here. Now omume defend it and some no more they ended up. I mean, we ended up schooling them. In fact, after a movie, no almost I catch and said one guy was who are solicitors at the end, and is be working for NDC and fine because we are saying now or saying who are beg so patchos or be kasa kasefin or be church on your fee. No, when you don't know what you are talking about, sometimes this is how you go about things. You attack people, you attack personalities, you attack people without any provocation, any other. Or catch us at the down for the time. Now you're supporting saying patients are one more and that's a kidney patients. And it's very true. All can. Often someone in the best thing to do is say what for phone. No check yari. If it is not true, you come back, tell us what is true. Send your analysis. But you don't just come up there and you start attacking, insulting, calling names and other stuffs. What is wrong with you people? No wonder so be say Kevin Taylor ya follow. No wonder. So be say Kevin Taylor. Huh? No wonder. Because when you're watching some, and let me tell you guys, you think say you're mutra opposition there, yeah, no, sebi, and more than in your man, no opposition now, this time around, no more Beconza. Yeah. Remember Ghana fighting some nasi. Remember Ghana fighting some nasi. Very sorry, Bra Felix sent me, and you were covered, or baby more, you may pick na yashe. Eti, nice. Remember on chain, but maybe was it I said it halted in 2024 December. What halted in 2024 December?
2024 December,
In 2024 December, what halted? 2024 December, they are hot here. Any panel was supporting kidney patient from whatever time or more introduce here. And the